Hello and welcome to Dario's Comic School, and today we look at a great artist. Today we're looking at Arthur Adams. Well, why Arthur Adams? Because he's a great craftsman, a great artist, and he's a veteran. He is a long time in the business, and his artwork is sometimes very, very impressive. I call him a craftsman and an artist, and that are two very good things, because this is what we should strive for. And Arthur Adams is a very prolific artist. He's very old right now. I will link down to his Instagram, and I will do it because you can see there how he works. And he works very, very, how do I say it? He has a very good workflow. And just by looking, you can learn. Because I'm using like this pen, as you can see, with a blue lead. And then I don't know what he does. If he goes, he first outlines all his shapes, like he makes a circle, then he makes a circle here, then he makes a circle here, and I don't know, then later he goes over it with a lead pencil like this, and then after that he inks it. Does he ink himself? Yes, he inks himself. He pencils and inks himself. And then I guess he scans it and sends it over to Marvel. And right now he's doing mostly cover work or illustrations, but I guess he started out as a comic artist, and you can study much from just looking at his artwork, and he has a couple of skills that every comic artist needs. He has a great understanding of the anatomy. He has found his comfort zone. He knows what he's good at or where he wants to go. And he has also developed his own style. Like if you see a piece by him, like somebody just by looking at the Hulk can tell you, I guess this is Art Adams, or just at looking at his faces and his styles. And he has a very distinct style. And I don't want to go too much into the style, because I don't know who he soaked up to get there or to develop it, but he has some traits like this is like really Arthur Adams like. Yeah. So why am I showcasing this guy? Let's take a look. Another thing before we start, he has his cover artworks are often great, and he mostly or still works for Marvel, and I have to say his cover work or artwork is stunning. It's incredible. Study it, draw a bit. After I will have recorded this video, I will record the German comic video, and then I guess I will draw for 20 minutes Art Adams style. And then once you get into the comic, we will take a look at Chris Buckalow, definitely somewhere. But once you get then into the comic, it looks totally different. I'm often disappointed by something like this, if the artist on the inside is a different artist than on the outside. And yeah, just it's a personal taste. John Romita Jr. will get into this. Some love him, some hate him. I love him. I don't love him always, because like this is kind of lackluster, but yeah. So let's take a look at his early work. I have here the run, the Fantastic Four, the classic Fantastic Four run by Art Adams and I guess Walter Simonson. We will also get to Walter Simonson and why I love him. I already did a video on him for Ragnarok and how that comic book saved my life. But I have also a Walter Simonson alien here, and I love Walter Simonson's style. And I guess Walter Simonson is writing on these comics, and Arthur Adams is doing the artwork. And as you can see, also for my taste, Arthur Adams always delivers. His stuff doesn't feel stiff. It's always very dynamic, but it's also very, I don't know, thought through, I guess you would call that, because like he doesn't screw up, and it never gives you a panel that is not beautiful, and I loved it. And let's take a look at some of the first issues. I have to apologize, these are back paper issues. I wanted them that way, but maybe it's not so clear to recognize. But we start here with a spaceship, and then spaceship falling to Earth. Some alien will land here, and some simple coloring from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I like it very much. It's not everybody's cup, but yeah. And then we start here at the Fantastic Four headquarters, and this is very, very Arthur Adams-like. The faces and figures, and it's really beautiful. Like, I guess he understands the underlying anatomy, which is very good, and then he also is stylized. Like you see, it's not too many strokes. It's just the information you need. This is not a hard panel, but he knows what he's doing. He knows where everything belongs, how it has to look, and then he fills ink. Whoever inked him on this, or if he inked himself. But yeah, and then look at this, how small this panel is, and how many panels he put on the page. But still, even on the small panels, he gives it his all. And he doesn't give it his all just to the figure, also to the background. And it's not a complicated background. It's not that he's doing something incredible, but he just puts in the work. His lines are always beautiful, and his faces are very iconic. And also look his language, like background, midground, foreground. This guy leaves, Ben Grimm in the foreground, and yeah, great sense of, I don't know, great design sense. All his babes are beautiful. Look at this babe. It's a very, very small panel. Look how small the panel is, and look how beautiful the babe is. I'm also kind of reminded a bit, this face is, what's his name? The Savage Dragon guy. How can I? You know who I mean. We will review the Savage Dragon also. And yeah, I mean, if you want to copy or steal or learn from an artist, learn from Arthur Adams, just Google his stuff or look it up or buy some of his comics. He's a really great guy. And yeah, everything he delivers looks beautiful. There's great action, great scenes. The rough stuff looks also good. Like, look, Ben Grimm looks very good. He has some cartoony faces. Yeah. And then definitely, like, let's check out this comic. He's also very much into monsters and all of that stuff. And look, the heroic poses, how tall they are, how good they look. Great stuff. And then in this issue, I guess the Fantastic Four are not available. So the Hulk jumps in, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and it makes for a great show. Like, just every panel really beautiful, great action, and we have here Ghost Rider. Look at this skull. Look at this panel. It's a very small panel, but it's beautiful. And I don't know, this comic is from let's say the 1980s, and it still holds up 40 years later. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's simple. And then in the final issue, they battle the Mole Man and his giants, and well, not much more to show. And we will go into Monkey Boy and O'Brien. This is, I guess, some of his later work, and he definitely refined his style. And yeah, I don't know. What can you tell? It's beautiful the way he does his hair, very iconic. And let's take a look at this. We hit already the 10-minute mark, and look at this, like a big panel. It's beautiful. He doesn't skip nothing. Everything has a good shape. Some things are detailed, but it doesn't break his workload. He stays economic, but also the panels who have to count are beautiful. He draws really beautiful women. You should check out the artwork on Google it or check something else. And this is something like J. Scott Campbell, I guess, has some of this in his stuff. And yeah, Arthur Adams, check him out. A bit of rambly video, but he knows what's important. Like, he knows great gals, big guys, good action, great panels. He always delivers small and big. He makes his lady sexy, which is a thing that is important because it's a visual medium. The heroes look heroic, and he always delivers on each panel a thing which I want to do myself. So I say, let's end it on this note, and you now know that he exists. We will also take a deep look at Mike Mignola, just for, and again, Sin City. Yeah, have fun and have a great day. Another thing here, something in his book, this guy looks like the Mole Man. I don't quite understand why the Image guys, or when they left Marvel and did other things, they seemed to rehash their old stuff, the things they always did. Maybe if you're a writer and if you're a good artist, maybe we should not only make comics that are very entertaining, but also maybe serving the world in some way more than entertainment, maybe illuminating something or solving a problem. We see us.